Hi everyone, welcome back. Josh here from Alternative Brewing, and today we're exploring the Haroya Hikaru Pour Over Brewer, which blends brewing pour over coffee with the convenience of technology. And if you are curious about how to set this machine up, how to brew great coffee with it, and some of its downsides, then stick around. And if you do find this video helpful, then give it a big thumbs up and certainly subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, let's jump in. Now, the brewer's standout features have to be the unmistakable sleek design. However, you'll also find inbuilt scales in the water tank, which offer precision and repeatability of water dispensing to your brewer. And with 3 pre-programmed recipes, or using Bluetooth connectivity using the Haroya app on your smartphone or tablet, you can create, share, and use other people's recipes, I guess depending on what coffee you're using and the profile that you're aiming for. And these adjustable brewing parameters within the app are flow rate and temperature control. However, let's now just set up a brew now using one of the preset recipes as an example on how to begin using the Haroya Hikaru. Now, before turning the machine on, fill the water tank to the max fill line. The tank holds a maximum of 750 mils of water. Then, with the provided brewer and decanter in place, set this directly under the shower head, add your paper filter and coffee. Then press the on button on the side of the Hikaru and select your preferred recipe. Now, here's where you find small, medium, and large up top. And this denotes how much water will be dispensed from the water tank over your bed of coffee. And as a general rule, for pour over brewing, we follow a 1:16 brew ratio. So 1 part coffee to 16 parts water. Here I'm using 18 grams of coffee on the small preset. However, I would use 27 grams for the medium and 36 grams for the large, which might seem like a lot of ground coffee, but it's at least 2 to 3 cups worth once it's all brewed out. And you do want to use a medium to a medium fine grind on this machine, as it won't recognize a full brewer up top. So if you grind too fine, you may overfill the brewer. Now, with your recipe selected, press the start button, and then it will begin to heat the water up in the water tank. So at this point, don't remove that lid. And once the water is heated up, it'll begin dispensing from the 5 available jets in the shower head at 93 degrees Celsius water. Now, here you'll discover each recipe contains its own pre-infusion and bloom stage, as well as multiple pours across the full recipe. However, if none of these recipes quite match the profile that you're after, then certainly you'll find downloading the Haroya app and customizing your own recipe to be the best option. And once the Hikaru has finished its brewing cycle, it'll beep a little tune to let you know that it is safe now to remove the brewer and your decanter to enjoy the coffee. Now, in my experience with the Haroya Hikaru, oh, this smells great. It tastes great. I'd say it's very much akin to a Mocha Master in the convenience that it offers. It's quite simple to use. There's nothing overcomplicated about this machine, though it does add more value to your creative brewing preferences than a Mocha Master does, with the inbuilt recipes as well as the app, which I found myself using almost immediately, as the inbuilt recipes didn't really reflect the style of coffee that I prefer. So for example, I'm more likely to make a single cup of coffee using only 16 grams and 250 mils of water, so I used the app to do this. It's not a downside, it's just not as plug and play as I expected for good coffee. And that's it really. Like, there's no shortcut to good coffee, right? Although it's automatic, there's still a level required of user input to achieve a good coffee. The downsides to the Hikaru are mostly tied up in its price. It's quite expensive, especially for a brewer that doesn't fully replace the manual brewing experience from what I can see. The shower head design, this shoots water directly down, which can lead to channeling, creating a mix of under and over extracted coffee that's tricky to predict. Additionally, its brewing capacity is limited to 2 to 3 cups, so it's not ideal if you're looking to brew for a crowd. And while the programmed light show, which I think is fantastic, and it is a nice fun touch, it's almost unnoticeable in bright environments, which is a bit of a missed opportunity. That said, the Hikaru is undeniably beautiful, and its versatility is a big win, where you can pair it with other brewers like flat bottom drippers to expand its use. So if you're after a brewer that merges tech with style, you enjoy experimenting with your coffee, and convenience is required, the Haroya Hikaru might just be your next favorite gadget. But if you are on a budget or prefer larger brewing capacities, you may also want to keep exploring your options. Thank you so much for tuning in to the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Would you splurge on a Hikaru, or is manual brewing still your go-to? Also, you can find links to this brewer and more brewing tips in the description down below. See you in the next video, and happy brewing.